June 7th, and down the 80, doing some chores, working a little bit, and I just was gonna talk through my shot routine. Archery and shooting is definitely starting to ramp up in the summer months for me and Tom especially, but probably some of you guys too that are looking at those September and October schedules and getting pumped up. And I don't know about you, but I probably do the most shooting out of the entire year in June, July, and August, preparing for the season. So I thought I'd go through my shot routine quick, just do some shots. Already shot 4 of them. Shooting a little right. I think I'm not fully tuned in for my broadhead adjustment that I had to make. I had to make a slight broadhead adjustment to the right for this bow. But so yeah, I'm gonna figure that out, and I'll just kind of show you guys my routine as I get shooting this summer. All right, guys. So quick setup. I've got the Execute 30 EKO from Bear Archery, and right now I have the React Pro 5-pin on here from Trophy Ridge. Usually I shoot the React Trio Pro, and I'll probably change that for the fall, but right now I've got the Pro on there. All Trophy Ridge accessories, Sync MD arrow rest, and just a normal Hitman stabilizer there. I'm shooting this from Stan Element. I don't remember what this one's called, but it's a tension release, which I'll get into. Basically, I have a thumb safety. Whenever I get back, I can release the safety, and then it's all just pressure in my back, follow through. And I'm shooting some ZMR arrows from Method Archery. These are money. I've got a set of these for my hunting, and I've also got one of their Total Archery Challenge arrows too, which are pretty sweet, same weight and everything. So, but yeah, I'll get into my shot process. This is what I do every single shot. If you're new into archery, you're gonna figure this out quickly, and even if you're an archery veteran, you probably already know this, but it's like shooting a free throw. You want to do the same exact thing every time you shoot. Same grip, same anchors, all that kind of stuff. So I'll kind of get into that here. First things first is how I line up to the target. I don't know if you can see the target in this frame, but it's out here in this clover. And I always just kind of have my shoulders kind of pointing to the target. And again, this is just my setup. There's probably a right way and a wrong way to do it. But usually I have my shoulders pointed to it. As far as the bow, what I'm going to do first is rest it on my leg. And then I put my grip into place. And my grip is like this. Knock an arrow. Okay. I'm actually going to grab the bow with my right hand. I'm a right-handed shooter. So then I'm going to get my grip with my left hand. All right. So that allows me to have the same grip every single time. Like I put it on my leg, and you can even have your release attached if you want. And then I just put my hand in there so I can just put exactly the same amount of pressure on that like handle every single time. So there I'm set. My grip, I'm just putting it in between my thumb and my pointer, and I'm just resting my hands on the bow. So again, I'm going to knock an arrow. I'm going to put the bow on my leg. You can either put your release on there or just hold the string, and then I put the hand exactly where I want my left hand. That's holding the bow exactly where I want, and then it's time to draw. What I'll do is grab the safety in this release, and I'll get into the release next, but safety in the release, and then it's equal pressure. I go up, I try to stay pretty parallel to the ground, and then it's back, just like so. That's how I draw the bow every single time. All right, this one I'll do from the side angle so that I can shoot the target. So the target is down here, 40 yards. So exactly what I'm going to do again. Bow is on my leg. I'm going to hook in my release. I'm going to put my hand exactly where I want on the bow. All right, exactly where I want on the bow. I'm going to lift up, almost parallel. Draw back, and then it's anchor. For me, that is nose on the string, eyes looking through the peep, release the safety, and pull. was on the bullseye. That's what I do with the bow. As far as the release goes, put an arrow in here. With this resistance release from Stan Archery, what I'm doing, my anchors, make sure it's locked. If you're trying to shoot one of these releases, just give yourself ample time to learn it, because you're going to punch yourself in the face probably like 15 times, just because it just takes a lot of reps, and it can get frustrating. I've almost thrown this thing into the abyss like 10 times, but at the end of the day, I have never shot better groups than I do with this resistance. So everything's the same as far as my bow goes. I'm going to do the exact same setup with my hand on the bow and with the release. So right now I have pressure on my thumb. Now I'm going to go back like this and drop. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is bring the string to my face, and then I shoot with both my eyes open. But just over time I've gotten that way. But you can see I've got my nose to the string, the corner of the string goes by my lips, a little past them, and then my hand rests along my face. And I just get right up into that string. I see a lot of new archers be kind of timid to put the string right up into their face. You don't want to press it to your face, but you do want it up right into there. That'll give you the best posture there. And then obviously when I want to shoot, I'm going to take my thumb off the trigger and release. So that's how I settle in there. I bring it back, tuck it into my face. I've gotten used to just resting like underneath my ear is where my sweet spot is, and then the nose along the string there, and that aligns my shoulders, my arms to the peep and perfectly into the sight. After that, all it is taking the thumb off the trigger, and then all I do is basically tighten my shoulders up, and also think about what John Dudley has said, which I've stuck to, is having a string on your elbow that's pulling it straight back. And so I just keep putting pressure, keep putting pressure, and then it's gonna break. And a lot of the times when it breaks, it's almost like a startle, because I mean I've done hundreds, if not thousands, of reps with this thing, definitely thousands, but it's a surprise release. I have no idea when it's gonna go every time. I know within a second or two when it's gonna go, but I never do know when it's gonna go off. It's all surprise. So that's that. I'd say the only thing, if you're considering a thumb release like this, or not a thumb release, but if you're considering a resistance release like this, man, you gotta shoot it a lot, and you need to shoot it in different scenarios. If you have this thing set super light, where if you put any tension on it, it's gonna go, I think that's dangerous when it comes into the hunting field, because you've got adrenaline, you've got wind plays a huge factor with these releases. The first time I shot it out west, I was surprised at how quick it went, because I had so much adrenaline, I was so amped up, and it released faster. So during the hunting season, I have this thing tuned up a little heavier so that it's a little more resistance, so that it doesn't surprise me too early, because I'm either tired or I'm amped up or whatever. Most of the time when you're drawing on a buck or doe, whatever you're shooting, you're going to be a little more jittery than just shooting at the target. Also would say, get into 3D tournaments, get into anything, even just have friendly competition shooting with your buddies. Anything like that is going to help you get more comfortable with this thing. But that's all I got. That's how I set up with my bow, my arrow, my release, every single shot, and it's worked out for me. I had my best shooting fall ever this last fall, and I'm just hitting bullseyes. So let me know if you've got questions. Thanks, guys.